Mike Tyson's mind has switched over into war.
Joe Rogan, known for his outspoken opinions, has made a bold statement on his latest podcast after seeing the latest training footage of Mike Tyson.
Day 3, you still want to with me?
Rogan has strongly urged Jake Paul to cancel his upcoming fight with Tyson immediately. Rogan believes that stepping into the ring with Tyson could be extremely dangerous for Jake Paul.
Listen, I started Jake off and I'm going to finish him.
In the podcast, Rogan didn't hold back. He expressed serious concerns for Jake Paul's safety, saying that the fear of death is very real if Paul goes ahead with the fight. Rogan described Tyson's training as intense.
He was fucking terrifying. He was so fast, and he would do angles, and he was bobbing and weaving. You couldn't hit him, and he was just coming at you.
Said that the former heavyweight champion looks as powerful and dangerous as ever. You have to understand, Rogan continued, Tyson has been through countless wars in the ring, and he knows how to inflict damage. Jake Paul, despite his recent success in boxing, doesn't have the same level of experience or toughness. Rogan thinks that no amount of training can prepare Paul for what Tyson brings to the table.
All the experiences that he has had as a conqueror, you have to take those into consideration. When a man has smashed men before, just smashed men, like when no one can stand in front of him, that is in his mind still. That's in there.
Joe Rogan has made it clear that the best thing Jake Paul can do right now is cancel his fight with Mike Tyson. On his podcast, he said, "You want to die that easily? Then cancel the fight and focus on other things. Maybe go back to being a YouTube star if that suits you better." Joe Rogan has made another statement about Mike Tyson, and this time it's about Tyson's eating habits. Rogan mentioned that Tyson's skill in the ring is already terrifying, but what he eats makes him even scarier. If you didn't know, Tyson likes to eat his meat raw. Rogan revealed, "Yes, you heard that right."
Someone said to him, he goes, "You look like you're in your 20s. Like, what are you doing?" He goes, "I just eat raw meat." He's like, "I'm eating raw meat." He goes, "You're eating raw meat?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm eating raw meat." He goes, "Because that's what I'm going to eat when I fight."
Rogan explained that Tyson believes eating raw meat is what makes him strong. This unusual diet is just another reason why Rogan thinks Jake Paul should cancel the fight now. If a person eats raw meat, wouldn't you have any fear? All Rogan asked. Rogan said that if this is the guy Jake Paul is going to deal with, then he is not facing a normal person, he is facing a god. He believes that the version of Tyson who knocked out Marvis Frazier is the best heavyweight boxer ever, but even though Tyson will be 58. When he faces Jake Paul, Rogan is confident that the boxing legend won't have lost all his skills. Even at an older age, Tyson still has the power and technique that made him a legend. If I were Jake Paul, he shouldn't underestimate Tyson just because of his age. He's in savage mode. Rogan said that if I were Jake Paul right now, I would be wetting my pants. It's all the experiences that he has had as a conqueror. And you have to take those into consideration when a man has smashed men before, just smashed men, like when no one can stand in front of him. That is still in his mind. Rogan has every reason to believe that Tyson will win against Jake Paul. The fierce side of Tyson is still there. He has a dark place in his mind. Can tap into, and I think he's tapped into it again. The real question is if his body can keep up, but that mindset of his is still terrifying when he's focused. Rogan said now, ahead of their highly anticipated boxing showdown on Netflix this summer, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson faced off in New York City for the first leg of their press tour. The event was anything but ordinary. The press conference quickly turned into a spectacle, with questions flying about Tyson's age and physical condition at 58. Many were skeptical about whether Tyson could still hold his own in the ring against a younger opponent like Jake. Paul Tyson, known for his larger-than-life personality and quick wit, had the perfect response when asked about his age and whether his body could still handle the rigors of a boxing match. Tyson smiled and simply said, "I am beautiful." The conference also gave some spotlight to Jake Paul. After all, this is going to be a fight between the two, right? Jake said that even though a lot of people are criticizing him for fighting Tyson, he believes that he has an edge, and that is that he hits harder. "I know what people are saying." Paul began looking directly at the sea of cameras and reporters. "They think I'm crazy for challenging Mike Tyson. They say I don't have what it takes. I'm just a YouTuber trying to play boxer, but I've been training hard and I believe in my abilities. I've got the strength, the speed, the determination when it comes to hitting hard. I don't think Tyson is ready for what I've got, and not only that, but he also admitted that he has fears of facing Mike Tyson eventually. As the two talked it out in the press conference, The atmosphere somehow shifted despite the tension and the competitive edge that defined the event. There was a moment of unexpected camaraderie when Mike Tyson expressed a surprising sentiment. "It takes guts to do what he's doing." Tyson continued that not everyone would have the courage to face me, especially given our different backgrounds and the skepticism surrounding his boxing career. But Jake is here, ready to prove himself, and I respect that. After the press conference, loads of fans jumped on social media to check out the training video Mike Tyson dropped. They were hyped to see him punching pads moving around the ring. It got people talking big time, with many saying that Tyson's going to wreck Jake Paul when their fight comes on social media. Members of the combat sports community swiftly shared their opinions on Tyson's recent training video. Many expressed concern about the video's brief duration, questioning Tyson's endurance for an entire fight. Some speculated that the short clip might indicate Tyson's struggle to maintain his stamina, raising doubts about his ability to compete against Jake Paul despite his renowned skills. Joe Rogan remains steadfast in his conviction that Tyson will emerge victorious against Jake Paul. Tyson's imposing physical stature alone is formidable enough to dominate the ring, overshadowing Jake Paul's own size, yet it's not just Tyson's sheer size that gives him the edge. His immense power and on skills further solidify Rogan's confidence in his triumph. In Rogan's eyes, Tyson's boxing prowess is undeniable, capable of delivering devastating blows that could easily overpower Jake Paul. With Tyson's experience and reputation preceding him, Rogan sees him as a force to be reckoned with. When their fight comes, he will assert his dominance and secure a resounding victory in the ring. So what are your thoughts on this? Should Jake Paul cancel his fight against Mike Tyson? Please share your thoughts down below.